Rabbi Krinsky is a unique personality. He has a vast Torah knowledge, a phenomenal sense of humor, and he cares so much about each and every one of his students.
His personality is just so perfectly tailor-made for yeshiva high school.
The kids gravitate to him because he is so engaging, because of his sense of humor, and because he always brings a different perspective to an issue in a very creative manner.
Seeing as he's like a TABC alum, he stands with a lot of the same messages that TABC does, and one of those messages is family and community.
When I was a student, the big point of emphasis was the warmth of my Rebbeim. I think I spent almost every Friday night of high school at Rabbi Wiener's house.
One of the things that I've always loved about TABC is the connection that the school keeps with the boys after they leave TABC.
As parents at the airport waiting for the kids to get on the plane, it was quite obvious that was the case.
Ben always had his trademark kind of sense of humor.
Ben Krinsky was a fun student, he was fun to have in the classroom, and he's fun to have as a colleague now in the teacher's room.
It is truly inspiring that he, although is no longer a student in yeshiva, he very much is a student in the yeshiva because he's just as growth-oriented as anyone in TABC.
He spends more time learning than I have ever done in my life.
Besides that, he has a chavrusa, which he's learned with pretty seriously for a few hours every night. He's always on top of Shnai Mikra. That's one of his big things he always pushes for guys to be involved in.
I remember sitting in Rabbi Adler's shir. He taught me I had a place at the table. I don't necessarily know I'll be one of the biggest Talmidei Chacham in the world, but my opinions mattered in Talmud Torah, and then I could also accomplish in Talmud Torah.
He grew in his learning, and the truth is that he graduated and he said, this is what I want to do.
The way he interacts with his students, it's unbelievable. He's so patient with them.
We'll sit down together and literally student by student will go over his entire roster. Even if he's had these guys before.
He will work with students at any time, lunch hour, club hour. Anyone asks him for help, he will not say no.
I try to just be a genuine person standing in front of the classroom, be entertaining. Sometimes they need a little bit of extra time out of class or just that little bit of extra attention, and they realize that they can do this.
He really looks to connect with his students, and he looks to reach them, and not just to educate them in math, but to reach them as a role model.
I've never seen anything like it, the way he connects with kids and the way he jokes around with the kids with also keeping like a seriousness in the classroom where we could learn and also just have fun.
It doesn't feel like he's lecturing. It feels more like you're just in that class with this person that you're so close to, and it just makes everything a lot easier.
I think the personal connection is really important. Students who don't want to come to class because math is not their favorite subject and it's hard and it might be boring, but they can walk in and say, hey, but at least I like the teacher. Maybe the teacher will be entertaining, and then accidentally they actually learn stuff.
The boys are not only excited about learning in his class, but they love taking his exams because there's always going to be an extra credit question about sports and statistics.
He loves the collaborative spirit. He loves learning from veteran teachers about how to improve his craft.
TABC is an awesome institution. We have so many amazing faculty and Rabbeim who work tirelessly, and they give up their own free time to help their students, their Talmidim.
Rabbi Ben Krinsky is such an asset to TABC. He combines teaching math and teaching Limudei Kodesh, exactly what TABC stands for, in the purest sense of Torah U'Madda.
My 9th and 10th grade math teacher was Rabbi Herschel Sonalka. He was a mosmach of Rav Moshe Feinstein, and it helped me appreciate that Torah isn't something that rabbis do Torah and it has nothing to do with our lives. But math and Torah, they can go together.
He would be really proud to see Ben here, really following in his footsteps, teaching math, teaching Chumash, relating to students on their level, but still keeping the respect that should be given towards a teacher/rabbi.
They see a living example of taking from Torah and applying it in their lives, not just when they're in shul, not just when they're learning, but in their professional lives, family lives as well.
Go to a TABC Shabbaton, TABC Simchas Torah. Rabbi Krinsky constantly brings the energy.
Rabbi Krinsky is always up for fun. He will go to any game, any event. He will lead davening, and I think that students really enjoy seeing somebody get in on the fun that way.
He's front row and center because he genuinely believes in the mission statement of TABC and is so excited to share his own experiences with his own students.
Binyamin, we're very proud of you. You should continue to grow in your teaching and your learning, helping other people grow, which is, I think, what you love to do.